Do I prefer the 2014 or 2024 D&D 5e rules? That's a good question, and it's kind of hard to answer. The 2024 rules made some really good improvements to the system. They did a lot of things to improve class balance. They did a lot of things to advance and improve the design of character options that I am really, really excited about, that I like a lot. And overall, I do think there's a lot of things in the system that are going to be a lot more fun, that are going to be a lot smoother, that work a lot better. However, the initial publication of the 2024 rules came with a lot of steps back, a lot of really unclear rules, a lot of things that people had been complaining about and pointing to for the duration of the 1D&D playtest that were just never addressed for whatever reason. And then when we finally got all three of the core rulebooks, there was some pretty glaring and obvious errors, so it was in a really, really rough state initially. And people have rightly compared that to when the original 5e rules launched. They were pretty rough at the beginning too, but the difference between the 2014 and 2024 rules is the 2024 rules are an update to the 2014 rules, so we already had a decade of learning and refinement to work from. So in a lot of ways, like those back steps, those very clear misses, especially with loud community feedback about them, were considered, and especially with community feedback about them, are kind of unacceptable. So it is really frustrating that we got such a shoddy initial release of the 2024 rules. I am excited that we got errata to fix some of the biggest issues, to fix some of the most problematic things in the system, but I do still think that there need to be some improvements to the 2024 rules before I think it's an easy and obvious transition. So right now, if you're playing the 2014 rules, if you have a long-running campaign, stick to it. Do what makes you happy. If you're excited about specific things in the 2024 rules, sure, make the jump. Maybe start your next game in the 2024 rules. But unless you're really excited about things in the 2024 rules, I'd say give it another year, wait for a second round of errata, and hopefully we'll see some really good improvements. I know a lot of the source books coming out later this year have some really exciting content in them that I'm really looking forward to. So it's possible that the additions in those books are going to make this a really much more mature and stable system, and I'm excited to see what we get.